Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host with the most, Avery LR32 here, bringing you guys a Dragon Ruler deck profile for January 2014 format. And that was a mouthful. That's right, you guys. Dragon Rulers cease to die. Oh my god, even with all the dragons at 1, the deck still ceases to die. As you know from last format, the deck was starting to go toward the Mythic Dragon Rulers. Well, now it's pretty much just straight up Mythic Dragon Rulers if you decide to use one of each Dragon Ruler and use straight up Dragon Rulers. This is the kind of build that you would want to go with, particularly. I know I've seen some people using Blue Eyes versions. This is a version I found from another YouTuber, and I've been testing it out. I have Master Blades here to the side because the YouTuber I found this this deck from. He was originally using Master Blades and was thinking about swapping out for another Big Eye, and Big Eye has been testing out better than the Master Blades. But anyways, let's hop right into the deck, and we will explain each card choice, because I know you guys are probably questioning Triple Tether Triple Tether Wolf, 1 Necroface. What are you doing? Calm down and let me explain. So, of course, you've got one of each of the big boy daddy dragons: Blaster, Red Ox, Tempest, and Tidal. They all got put to 1, and the deck will still not die. And I know Gage is gonna kill me for this. He's gonna be like, "You will always find a way to run the deck." Hey, they took away my self-destruct button. Okay, they took away my that damn deck of mine. I'm gonna figure out some way to beat the living crap out of Konami with a deck that they should not have made. So then we got 2 of the Mythic Water Dragon and 3 Mythic Tree Dragon. Pretty much what the deck revolves around now. Tidal isn't a continuously recurring monster, so once you've banished your Tidal, you got to go for your Water Dragon and start setting up plays in order to make Felgren. Then you run triple Flamevell Guard, Corseska, and a Debris. So you're running a total of 5 tuners. Sorry, I was losing count there for a second. You run a total of 5 tuners. And you've also got a good amount of blaster targets, and you're also running double Card of Consonance, so it does work out pretty well. And Debris did get put to 1, so you can't spam it as much. And then we're also running 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to constantly recur back your Dragon Rulers, because you aren't able to banish as much with this version of the deck now that all the dragons are at 1. So you want to be able to have your red MD on the field as long as you can, so that you're able to constantly recur back your dragons. Finally, we have 3 Mecha Fantabeast Tether Wolf. Why do I keep on wanting to call it Tether Wolf? Tether Wolf, a Dandelion, and a Necroface. So, in case you don't know what Tether Wolf does, people were using this at the beginning of last format and testing out. It's basically kind of like a cheap Fog King. When he's normal summon, you can special summon a Mecha Fantabeast token, Machine type Wind, level 3 attack and defense 0. So, not only is he a Mecha Fantabeast, but he also works with Dracosac. And then this card's level is increased by the total levels of all Mecha Fantabeast tokens you control. So once you play him, you can play a level 3 token, and then boom, you got your level 7 you can exceed with a dragon. While you control a token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle by card effects. Pretty nice. And during the damage step of either player's turn, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you contribute a token once per battle, and it only says a token, so it can be any kind of token. This card gains 800 attack to the end phase. So a really nice way to get over some bigger beaters that you can't get over, and then if you want to make a rank 4, if you really feel the need to. And then Dandelion, of course, because it works perfectly. And Necroface. In case you guys don't know what this is, I don't know why these prices are so high. I just wanted to say that. I don't know how the hell it's $100. But anyways, just side note. Necroface. It's an 1800 defense, 1200 attack, zombie, 4-star dark type monster. And it says, when this card is normal summon, you shuffle all remove from play cards into their owner's decks. This card gains 100 attack for each of those cards, and when this card is removed from play, both players remove from play the top 5 cards of their deck. So one way that you can use this effectively is that you can go Gold Sark to banish it, and then both players banish the top 5 cards of your deck. 2 turns later, you end up getting it into your hand, and then if you have any banished dragons from that effect, of course, after you've got that hand advantage, then you can be able to just go boom, summon Necroface, get all my banished cards back into my deck. He gains 500 extra attack points, making him a 1700 beat stick, and he's also a level 4 that you can be able to make a rank 4 exceed with. It's a really neat tech. I've been testing it out. It's kind of up in the air. I didn't like Card Trooper last format. Well, I call it last format now, even though we're not in the January 2014 format. But the Dragon Ruler format with like 3 of each big dragon. Yeah. I wasn't really a fan of Card Trooper. I didn't like the fact that, yes, you didn't care if your opponent got rid of your return, but I always liked personally having return as a backup. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you didn't really care about milling return, but you really didn't want to mill it with Card Trooper, so I wasn't really a fan of Card Trooper, because it always seemed like I was always milling return or just random stuff that I always needed. Then we got Dark Hole, Gold Sark, Sacred Sword, 2 Dragon Shrine because Dragon's Ravine got banned. You can just send a big dragon, or you can send, like, for example, a Flamebow Guard and then send a big dragon to thin out your deck. 2 Cards of Conscience, 2 MST, and DDR because, of course, Return is also banned. So you need to be able to have a good accessibility to your banish zone to get back your big dragons. Because once you lose all your dragons, you basically have no way to get them back except with DDR. You really want to be able to keep these in your grave so you can be able to make big rank exceeds. 2 Fiendish Chains, far better than Breakthrough Skill in my opinion. Stops your opponent from attacking and stops the effect. 2 Dragon Carnation, and just another way to get back your dragons in case your DDRs end up not working out. I know that WK Dad was using this in his Dragon Ruler build, and it really does prove to be really good. By running 2, it gives you that, what's the word I'm looking for? It gives you that crutch, I guess you could say, to know that you have the choice of getting back 2 of your big dragons back into your grave if you really need to. Then we got a Bottomless, 1 Phoenix Wing, 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential, 1 Warning. This build is a bit more trap heavy because you can get some awful hands and you need to be able to not really grind the game out, but you have to really know what your opponent's going to do. You need to know when to make good plays, and the traps kind of help out with that to stop your opponent from OTKing you before you're able to go off. And then the 1 Phoenix Wing, of course, really you don't want to run multiples anymore because you're not always going to have that big hand advantage anymore. Even Sacred Sword is proving not to be that good of a card anymore now that it's at 1. There's almost really no point in running it. Same thing with Gold Sark. I mean, you gotta wait 2 whole turns to get your card back. I mean, you're pretty much just going to be banishing a dragon to get one of these mythic dragons into your hand. So, I mean, the deck is predictable, yes. I also don't like the fact that, you know, it's 2 whole turns at Gold Sark. You know, it's one of those annoying things. Then we got a Dracosac, 2 Big Eye, Tachyon, and Heliopolis, and Felgren for your level, I'm sorry, for not your level 8s, your rank 8s to make with the mythic dragons. Then we got Black Ship, Maestroke, Formula Synchron, Black Rose Dragon, Colossal Fighter, Stardust Dragon, Crimson Blader, Scrap Dragon, and Star Eater. Guys, that is the Dragon Ruler deck profile for January of 2014. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like or a favorite be appreciated. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for the latest and greatest Call of Duty and Yu-Gi-Oh videos provided daily in high definition. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Oh, and happy holidays too.